So yeah, once you've got your bike and that, it's not too sad. The majority of the cost is gone. Although it can be very expensive owning bikes, and depending on how you ride them, how you look after them, well, I don't know. Some people pay a lot of money for boots, and some people pay not a lot of money for helmets. But I find that you should pay a lot of money for your helmet, or at least get a really good, well-known, trusted helmet. But like I said, it's not massively expensive to own a bike. It's not bad. It's not sad. It can get expensive, especially if you start buying really dear bikes. What up, everybody? It's your guy here, Rolling Circus, and we're out on another beautiful little ride. We're not riding yet, but we're in the car park. We're about to ride. So hopefully everyone's doing fantastic and amazing. Wear your helmet, wear your jacket, and wear your gloves. Mine are there. I don't know why I say mine are there like you don't know. Today we've got another lovely little video. And we're going to be talking about the bike expenses of owning a bike and running a bike. So those are just going to be the sort of things we're going to be talking about in today's video. But also having fun, because my channel is about having fun, positivity, spreading the vibes, the joy. Yeah, even though I've been depressed and down and shitty and spinning around lately. But like I said, on a serious note, like I said, my channel is here to spread joy, positivity, and have fun and show you the light side of life and show you some tips and tricks and bike safety and just talk about bike stuff in general. So hopefully you love it. Yeah, we're going to get on with it and stick you on my face. Yeah, like the way we like you. So like I said, let's get on with it. I keep on walking away from the camera. So we love it. Beautiful speed triple, like I said. On with the ride. We're going to stick you on my face where I like you. So like I said, you've got to be safe, vigilant, and careful on these shitty old roads, even though I make it look fun and amazing. Yeah. And you've also just, got to have your eyes open, have 100% concentration. It's a lot easier when you're not vlogging and riding around and talking shit. So yeah, good tyres, make sure you got good tyres, first point of contact at the ground. I'll say it all the time and I'll always say it. Like I say, I try to promote safety. I need to be a good influence, not a bad influence. So that's hence why I say don't do wheelies, don't do burnouts, and don't be going fast. You know, I think it's cool, but just do it in the appropriate place and where you can. Like I said, I'm not against it. It is what it is, each their own. I think it looks cool, but like I said, it's not for me. Yeah, excuse me. So, like I said, let's get on with the old video, and we're gonna talk about, the wind's picking up, we're gonna talk about owning a bike and, you know, the running costs and all that sort of stuff, the maintaining it, yeah, blah 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 blah. So obviously, like I say, be vigilant on these shitty old roads. I'm going to say that for the last time now. I don't know which way I'm going. Anyway, we're just going to go towards the bike bay. Nothing exciting in the sense of where we're going. So yeah, like I said, first things first, like obviously the biggest expense of buying a bike is usually buying the bike. It's getting the actual motorbike. So a lot of people think it's really expensive to have bikes and own bikes and run bikes, and it's not particularly too bad, to be honest, in my opinion, because I have 3 bikes as well. So yeah, I'm pretty good on saying this. Yeah, I think, like I said, it's not too bad really. Insurance wise can be expensive depending on your age and stuff like that, but like I said, it's all sorts of things. But the first thing you really want to do is save up your money and get a nice old bike and get the one that you want. Not massively expensive, like I said, ideally a shitter's the best one. As I said in the last video, if you go and check that out, it's more about buying a bike than actually running a bike. So yeah, once you've got your bike and that, it's not too sad. The majority of the cost is gone. Although it can be very expensive owning bikes, and depending on how you ride them, how you look after them, how you treat them, pretty much. There's a good old saying, you look after your bike, it looks after you. So yeah, just look after your bike. By looking after your bike, I mean make sure you're always doing the oil changes, and that's another expense, things that cost money. Oil, you have to constantly be making sure that you got good oil in your bike every, 3,000 miles. Everyone says different. I don't really know. I'm going to say 3,000 miles, around about every 3,000 miles. I can't really talk because I don't really change the oil much of mine. But it helps to change the oil. It helps the engine be lubricated and not be so hot running and all that sort of thing. And then you've also got another expense that's always happening for you, which is the brake pads. They usually go quite quick, but then it depends on how harsh you're braking and how aggressive you're riding and how shit of the pads you got and that. And that's the same with oil. Like I said, you can get good oil, bad oil. A lot of people are religious on what type of oil they use and what specific oil they use. Typically you want a thicker oil, more of a thicker oil, like is it 10W40 or something like that, the thicker one, to put in older bikes with higher mileage, because usually like the tolerances and the gaps are a lot bigger, so you can do with a bit of a thicker oil to go in between them tiny thicker gaps. And if it's a brand new bike, you know, it's usually 1030, so you want to like use a thinner oil, because the tolerances in bikes are very small, and like I said, it's got to squeeze the oil in between it. It's quite precise and mad, really. Let's get off the oil. We're taking oil. It's all my oil. We're running out of oil. That's what runs the world, boy. Literally. Let's say brake pads, they're a vital thing that you should be always doing. Now, chain and sprockets, they're usually something you have to maintain and change on your bike. And all these things can be done by yourself. If you're willing to learn and want to learn, or you could take it to a garage and do that, and it will be far more expensive to own a bike if you're doing it that way. So basic servicing and stuff like that, you want to try and learn yourself. It's really essential to owning a bike, I think, personally, or any sort of vehicle really. You should know how to fucking do an oil change and change the brakes and, you know, change the spark plugs and stuff like that. When it comes to timing and all that sort of things and the shims, that can be a bit more difficult, but you know, you take that to a shop, like I'm going to do with this thing, because it needs to go in and get its valve clearance done and yeah, bits and bobs, but it should be running soon. Good. So I'm getting sprayed by all sorts of shit. It's probably coming from there. So like I said, that's just basically your maintenance. Like I said, you've got spark plugs and stuff like that, and if wires go wrong and stuff. And tyres, of course, are massively what you want to be changing. Now, they can last all depending on how you ride, if you're doing burnouts and blah blah blah. But you know, if you're riding fairly sensible and you get a good pair of tyres, like Michelin's or something like that, they can last you for ages. I mean, my back tyre cost £250 for this. It's Michelin Road 6s, but like I said, they're absolutely amazing, and I swear by them, because like there's no difference to being in the dry or wet. They're absolutely crappy. Not that I'm saying go around magging around in the rain like it's dry. Yeah. And then that's, like I say, really your bike's kind of side of expenses, in sense of servicing your bikes and that. And that can, you know, cost you money throughout the year, like I said, but it all depends on how you're looking after your bike. It's not too expensive, really. If you do it yourself and you do it regularly and keep it well maintained, your bike won't have any problems, and it'll be good for you. And then the next expense, obviously, which is probably more important than servicing your bike, which I should have said first because it's what you get first, is your gear. So that can be expensive depending on what you get. You can go out and get standard Team U stuff, which will probably fall apart. Well, it might not. You know, or you can go out and get some really good stuff that's cheap, but branded, but cheap. Or you can go out and get some really branded good stuff like Alpine Stars, or, you know, Ruroc, or, you know, anything like that, Triumph jackets, and they're all usually going to cost a lot more money. But you pay for what you get. Generally, you're getting better materials and stuff like that, and the quality check's a lot more better. And it can get expensive, like I said, buying all that sort of stuff, depending if you fancy, like, you know, women with shoes. But I can't really say that now, because men are the same in this day and age with shoes and shit. Yeah, you can get a lot of gear. Jackets can be expensive, trousers can be expensive, and boots can be expensive. But like I say, hopefully you don't crash, but they will last you a long time, and they should last you a long time. I've had this jacket for absolutely ages. Same with gloves, they can last you a long time, and it all varies on prices and what style you like and what sort of style you like. Yeah, a helmet's probably going to be your most expensive out of all of it. Well, I don't know. Some people pay a lot of money for boots, and some people pay not a lot of money for helmets. But I find that you should pay a lot of money for your helmet, or at least get a really good, well-known, trusted helmet that's strong and quality and good. Not some Team fucking £40 thing, which is really cheap and cruddy and ain't gonna protect your head. You know, make sure it's got all the proper stickers on it and the stamps. I sound so boring today, but yeah, make sure you got that shit, because the helmet's going to protect you massively. If you smack your head on the ground, that's it for you. You know what I mean? The same with your jacket and shit. If you slide around on the ground, road rash is absolutely going to be horrible. And it's not nice. It's not nice. Yeah. So we get on to like probably the third thing that's probably going to be costing you money. Well, not probably, it will be costing you money. Is like, say, things like tax. Now that's not really that much money. It's just, well, it depends really. It could be a certain amount for each year. On each bike's different. Your tax, you pay that each year, and then you got your MOT that you got to pay for. Now that should be good, depending if your bike's good and you're maintaining your bike and all that stuff, and you ain't got any broken parts like, you know, shitty brake pads which will fail your MOT and all that sort of thing. Your MOT is only £30 and that lasts a year. And of course you've got to pay for insurance. Now insurance is probably the most hard-hitting thing out of all the things for financially on a bike, especially if you're younger and you haven't ridden, or if you've been in an accident, or if you had your insurance cancelled, avoid. I know all about that. You know, you end up paying an arm and a leg, but luckily I sorted that out and I don't pay an arm and a leg now. My insurance isn't too sad. I'm paying like less than £20 a month on this, and less than £20 a month on the chopper, and I'm paying like £30 a month for the CRF. But the CRF is robbed a lot. It's a desirable bike, so that's usually what makes your insurance more. If you have a desirable bike that gets stolen a lot, or the year of it, depending if it's a brand new bike, it can cost you a lot of money. Your age massively matters. If the older you get, the less they care about you. No, the less you're a risk for some reason, but the younger you are, you're more of a risk. But that's obvious, because when you're younger, you think, like I said, you're the bee's knees, I want a bike, yeah, my shit don't stink. Like I said, it's easy to get riled up and brought up into being hyped up and fucking ragging around and overtaking someone when you can't overtake, just because you're on a 125 following around with the big boy bikers. Not that really a big boy biker or anything like that, I say it like that weirdly, because we're all the same. You should stay in your own bubble, like I said, it doesn't matter what bike you're on. But it does, people get riled up and easily influenced into start ragging. So yeah, like I say, it's not terrible for owning bikes relatively. It's not that sad. Like I said, the most expensive things out of them is usually buying the bike, and the insurance is what's going to cost you a lot. Or if you've got a two-stroke, that can cost you money, because you can be constantly twinking around spending money on them things. But you know, generally if you look after them, they're alright. But yeah, man, it's not massively expensive. Like I said, you see all these posts and stuff online and that, and they're like, where's all my money gone? And then it shows a picture of a bike, and you're like, fucking hell, mate, how much money is spending on your bike? So I really hope this is recording, because I feel like it ain't. Yeah, it is. I felt like I didn't press play and I'd just done all that video for nothing. Oh shit. Oh, that happens a lot, man. That really does happen a lot. Too much than I enjoy. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, bringing you more constructive videos, talking about more things and subjects. So hopefully this video ain't too long-winded for you, and hopefully you learn a bit about the expenses of owning a bike and shit. Not that I'm the best at explaining things. And yeah, we will be riding around just having fun, being silly. I ain't going to be doing these sort of videos all the time, but every once in a while I want to get in a good video with a good topic about some bike-related stuff or something like that. Yeah, because like I said, I want to be teaching people stuff. And, yeah. Hello, ladies. Teaching you not to do me. As I say, my channel's about spreading joy, positivity, showing you look at the light side of life. Look at me, my life's terrible, but I'm happy. My life ain't terrible. Life's amazing, to be honest. I've got amazing people around me. I've got amazing friends, I can tell you that. Big boy Al is amazing, and I've got an amazing family. So yeah, I'm happy. Got an amazing dog. He's getting old now though. Yeah, life's for living, I'd say. Beautiful area, just love it. I sound so cheesy. But too many people care about their ego and think that they've got to look big and look cool and look like this in front of someone else and have an image to uphold, but not me. I just do whatever the fuck I'm doing. Little babies dancing to the music in the old biker pub. So we're going to pull up at the biker bay in the old video there. So like I said, I really do appreciate everyone watching my video. Oh, look, it's the police. That's the policia. The policia were following me earlier on my bike for ages. And I was going up and down different roads, switching, going left to right. And they're just still following me. And then eventually they just went. Obviously they were just checking my number plate to see whether I was legal, which I am. What was that laugh? Look at that caravan. What you got in here? Yeah. So just all fun and games, man. All fun and games. So like I said, it's not massively expensive to own a bike. It's not bad. It's not sad. It can get expensive, especially if you start buying really dear bikes and stuff like that. But if you've got the money, it doesn't really matter, does it? But in my case, I don't have lots of money. I'm not rich. The old biker crew's still sitting here, swarming around everywhere. We've got another, is that a speed triple? I don't know. Look like a speed triple. We're going to have to have a look at that. Ooh. We're going to have a look at the speed triple and then end the video. Womp, 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 womp. Coming through here is always dodgy. Not loads of bikers around here today. This moped is amazing, man. I really want that moped. What is it? It's a speed triple. Oh, speed triple. So we're going to look at the speed triple quickly. There's no hood rats around here today. Usually there's loads of hood rats clouding around. Look at that, speed triple. White, same. It's got the little thing on the top as well. That's pretty cool. I do like that. I'd have one of those bikes. So there you go, we're going to end it now. There's not many bikes at the biker bay. I appreciate all the comments and the support. Hit the old bell so you get notified. My bike's definitely dirtier than his bike. I like the white wheels on the wheel. Can't speak. Just spit my words out. So yeah, I appreciate all the comments and the support. And hit the old bell so you get notified when I upload. What is this? And yeah, most of all, peace out and ride safe.